We got Tyson Degenhart, Omar Stanley. Guys, how we doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. I think I'm your last interview, hopefully. So hope you got a few more words left in you here for the next 10, 15 minutes or so. But what's it like? I know you've been down here before, Tyson, but Omar getting to represent the team in the conference down here. What's it been like?
Yeah, man, it's been good. It's been a blessing. I'm very, very honored to be able to represent the Boise State Broncos.
What's been the question you've been asked the most today? It's either replacing Max, Pac-12. What else we got? Scoring record. What all we got?
Actually, the most has been 0-10.
Okay.
It's been telling us about how we haven't gotten the first March Madness win, and we're 0-10. Like, that's the one that everyone keeps talking about.
Yep.
Well, I know neither of you will be around at next year's media days to answer it, but how nice would it be for whoever comes next year to talk about being 3-11 or 4-11 or whatever it would be to make a run and get in and get that thing rolling?
It'd be nice just to get it off everyone's plate, and then we can move on from it. It's so hard sometimes because you have a 33 game season and it all boils down to that one game in March. Yeah. It's like it almost seems unfair to the 32 games before that and all the work that we put in, and it all, you have one bad game and everyone looks at your season as a failure.
So how do you, and I know a lot of people last year thought, okay, this is it's setting up, this is going to be the year last year. I mean, how do you hear all this stuff here, every game, whatever, but then like you said, you get to one game, and maybe this is a question to ask you hopefully in 5 months or whatever, but how do you try to not let that be obviously that's the goal, to break that streak and make a run, but how do you try to not let that be so much into one game that, because you necessarily haven't had your best games in the tournaments and stuff. I mean, how do you try to just keep it the same when you get there, hopefully?
It's hard because there's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of people watching. It's the one of the best sporting events in the world, and you just got to think of it as just another game. You can't put more pressure than there needs to be on that one game.
Omar, we've been taking some comments and questions here. Somebody wanted to ask you, Bronco 130, please tell us the foot is 100%.
It's 100%. We're ready. I've gotten a few questions about that today, but it's been a blessing. I was able to play through that last year, and these guys were, supported me through that. So I can finally say it's 100%.
Was that a full season thing to get worse as the season went on? And you obviously didn't show really any effects. But what kind of were you having to deal with too in the training room and stuff just to stay on the court?
Yeah, it was probably it was a 2-year thing. I was dealing with that before I came to Boise State. But Maddie Richardson, our athletic trainer, we all did a great job of just kind of taking that pain away temporarily, while we could. But as soon as the season ended, I was able to get surgery on it.
So where will your game be different, better? I mean, what's a healthy Omar Stanley going to be able to do that you couldn't do last year?
You'll see it for yourself. You guys will see for yourself. Yeah.
What in terms of your game, though, I mean, you kind of surprised at least me a little bit just because we hadn't seen it a lot at St. John's. Your ability to shoot the 3-point shot and be the trailer there and be, but just your all-around game, I guess. How do you feel getting to have as much of an impact you did last year helped you, but also now building off that in year 2 is kind of a key part of the team. How much better a player do you think you can still be?
I think I could, the sky's the limit. We never know. You know what I mean? The main thing I'm really focused on right now is, our team. You know what I mean? That's really what I'm focused on. Implementing the new guys. Getting better within that. I'm only a small piece of the puzzle.
Tyson, for you, preseason player of the year. I mean, I don't think it was a big surprise or shock or anything. You're obviously going towards the scoring record. A lot of, by the way, Omar, I don't know if you've seen that or not. I wrote the articles. I had nothing to do with the cover, but that's pretty cool that Omar is on the cover of Lindy's magazine here for the Northwest region. But for you, just the the dealing with the expectations personally, and then all that goes into that this year, player of the year, and as I said, the records you're chasing. How do you kind of try to compartmentalize all that and deal with that this year?
It's definitely a goal to, get all those things, but there's only so much I can really control. I can control my effort each and every day and my attitude. And, hopefully by the end of the season, it ends up being, getting both of those, the player of the year, the March Madness win, the scoring record, all that. But all I can do is just focus on the process, and whatever the outcome is whatever the outcome is.
What's been most impressive to you about Omar in the time you've gotten to know Tyson, whether it be on the court or off?
It's been everything, honestly. The way he approaches life, he's really a pro. You know what I mean? And it's been an honor to be able to grow with him. The way he leads our team. He leads by example. I feel like everything he does for with purpose. You know what I mean? So yeah.
What would you say about having Omar on board?
He's just such a positive light. You always ask him how you're doing in the morning. He's like, I'm blessed, and I think that's something we can take into like I take into my life is just being happy about, where we're at. We're in such a fortunate spot to be playing college basketball and doing the thing that we love for basically a living right now. And just to be around a group of guys that love the game, love to be around each other has been awesome. And he's a heck of a player on top of that.
Kind of a weird feeling around your team because you got Meadow, Keene. I mean, you got some steady kind of returning guys. The coaching staff's all back, and so you feel like there's this sameness. But then you look up and you have 3 newcomers in the starting lineup and a lot of new guys as well. What tell us about some of the other guys that were not around last year, I guess, whether it be freshmen, transfers, whatever, and who are a name or two fans should be really excited about.
Well, we have. Obviously we kind of have idea of the first, 3 guys that are going to be starting the seniors, but from like 4 to 11, 12, it's all interchangeable. You know what I mean? Everybody brings different skill sets to the table. And it's kind of been, really, 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 really cool to see. We've been competing every day, and it's cool to see, who's going to get hot one day, who's going to, pull something out crazy the next day.
Tell us about the other 3 guys joining you in the starting lineup here. Why should fans be excited about those guys?
We're just such a different team with them in the lineup. Like, it's just especially Al, the way he orchestrates the offense, the way he leads, the guy you want. He's always the guy you want to be around. He finds the open guy. His IQ is super, super high, and it makes our offense a lot more streamlined. So really, really excited to see what we can do this year.
Being picked first, believe it or not, the first time in the Leon Rice era. You guys were picked second 5 times, but to have that target on your back as the preseason favorite, you like that? What are you guys' thoughts on everybody coming for you now?
We're going to get everyone's best shot. I mean, that's how it is always in the Mountain West, and it doesn't really change anything for us. We focus on, the day-to-day and getting ready for each team that comes our way. And, obviously finishing the conference season's down the line. We got to focus on, our practice tomorrow and getting back tonight. So,
Omar, for you, you like kind of being the top dog in the conference going into the year?
Love it. I love it. I think it's good. It kind of, like Tyson said earlier, it kind of makes us more focused. You know what I mean? And that's exactly what every team needs, to be a little extra focused.
What about your other with Dylan Anderson and Javen Buchanan? Maybe touch on those guys and let fans kind of know what they're in for specifically with them.
Javen, we call him JB, but he's just a dynamic player that can do a lot. If you watch his film at Indiana Wesleyan, he can do it all. He can play a multitude of positions and can do a lot of great things for us. And then for Dylan, a 7-footer, affects a lot of shots, can stretch the floor for us, can bang down low. That's something that we really didn't have the past couple of years.
Meadow, Keene, some of those guys that fans have heard of, been here, played some, but how eager are they, ready are they, Omar, for bigger roles?
Yeah, I believe they're really, really ready. Obviously both guys put in hours and hours of work. You know what I mean? And so it's just I think they're ready. By the end of last year, to have a bigger role. And so I'm excited to watch them play.
I mean, I'm asking all these teams, hey, when you play a Leon Rice team, what are you going to get? A lot of these coaches are obviously saying physicality, toughness. I mean, what are you guys going to hang your hat on this year? Is it going to be rebounding, defense, outside shooting? What's something that you guys feel most confident in going into the year?
I think the 2 things that we focus on are defense and rebounding, because you can go to an opposing gym and shots are just not going to fall, and you still got to find a way to win games, and rebounding and defense are the way to do it.
You feel like this is going to be just another Leon Rice type team? You guys are going to be physical, and rebounding battle is going to be important. And I mean, you guys won a lot of games winning on the glass. You see no reason why that'll change this year?
No reason that should change.
I mentioned the 3-point shot last year. What is that going to be even better this year? Are you shooting more threes in practice now, or I assume that was always in your game, or maybe you got better at it. But I mean, you became a real weapon out there.
Yeah, obviously I'm, obviously still working on my threes, but I'm really focused on, strengthening my strengths and going about it like that.
What about your 3-point shot this year?
It's feeling a lot better. So just trying to take it one shot at a time. Like, don't need to harp on the misses or be super happy about the makes. Just keep chopping wood, keep keeping the reps in, keep shooting the open ones, and they'll continue to fall. How
eager are you guys, whether it be Washington, BYU, just these secret scrimmages, but how eager are you guys just to play somebody else and kind of see what you got here?
Yeah, we're excited. We've been banging each other for a while now. It's always good to just play against somebody else, kind of put pain into somebody else.
I know Prater just wrote a column. I think based off some of the stuff you said when you were in studio, but talking about Ashton Genty and yourself and these two number twos, historic guys going for record-breaking seasons. What's it been like for you seeing what Ashton's done on the football side?
It's been incredible. Just seeing how good he's been and the support around Bronco Nation and him has been awesome. And just trying to be a part of that and just see how he's had so much success and all the work he's put in, and just to see hopefully that we have the same success as a team as well.
Omar, what does it do for you when the football team's ranked 15th and winning games and going towards the college football playoff, and they got a Heisman Trophy candidate running back?
Yeah, it's been great to see. We love supporting the football team. It's honestly been a little extra motivation for us too. You know what I mean? We're like, okay, let's kind of match them. Let's kind of match their energy. Let's be great like them.
What's it like too? I know they're in season. You guys are in season. I know it's busy, but I mean, are there crossovers in terms of friendships, relationships? At least seeing guys in the training room time to time. What's the relationship like with the? I know usually the coaches speak to you guys at some point. Crossover. What's the, you got friends on the team and stuff?
Friends, yeah. Like we see each other here and there. It's just so hard with each other having their own facilities. Like they're in their own facility. We're in one in the arena. Just try to pass them every once in a while, say what's up, and just keep rooting them on.
Yep.
Omar, Tyson, appreciate you guys' time. And it's been a long morning of interviewing, questions, answers. Last time you came down here, though, you were like literally hours away from turning 21. Now that did you get a chance to test the tables at all last night or anything? Or you got a little more money in the pocket heading back than when you came with? Or?
I'm ending even.
Okay,
there you go.
That's the goal.
Didn't go up, didn't go down.
I would gladly right now take leaving even if I could. So
that's always a positive.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks
you.
a lot. We'll chase safe travels back to Boise.
You too.
And we'll be seeing you guys out there on the court here real soon. So we appreciate Tyson Degenhart, Omar Stanley for joining us.